Hello guys, Joker the Fool here, and this is my review of Battle Beast. Of course, Battle Beast is a pretty prominent side character in the Invincible universe, and I've read all of Invincible. I read them as a trade, so that was 144 issues with some extra issues collected into 25 trade paperbacks. I read all of them, and while it kind of fumbles at the end, I think it's a pretty solid series throughout. Do absolutely love the premise and the idea of Invincible, and I think Robert Kirkman is a great writer. He wrote all of Invincible. Ryan Ottley was the primary artist. There were a bunch of artists that worked on Invincible, but Ottley is the one who started, and he's the one that ended Invincible, and he did, I would say, probably most in terms of penciling and inking. And we've got Annalisa Leone as the colorist for this project. And this is a really fantastic start to the Battle Beast series. Of course, you've got this little cameo with Invincible, Immortal, Monster Girl, Duplicate, Robot, Rexplode. I believe you even got Bulletproof in there as well. Forget who that character is, but there's a lot of interdimensional travel. There's multiple dimensions in the Invincible universe. That comes up all the time. But this is a really fantastic start because you could just pick this up and read through this, and you don't need to know anything about Invincible. The way Kirkman introduces this and gives you that little cameo there, and then it really goes into this original story about Battle Beast that is absolutely fantastic. Of course, it is a bit gory. That is part and parcel for the Invincible universe. It's a big focus on gore, but Ryan Ottley really renders it very well. And you've got these fantastic, spreads here, and then the way the panel layouts are done, it's a really nice transition between scenes, and I love just the way flipping through this book looks. Of course, you've got Russ Wooten, who is the letterer for this. He's been a long-time letterer. I think he did basically most of Invincible as well. So he's like Robert Kirkman's letterer, and he has this very unique style that I think really accentuates what Kirkman does with his books. So it's really nice to see him back and deliver some fantastic work on Battle Beast #1. And this is, like I said, Ottley is a fantastic artist. He's done Spider-Man. He's been around the block. He's done a lot of really fantastic work, and he definitely brings his A game to the story of Battle Beast. All the action feels really nice. The character designs look absolutely fantastic, and Kirkman writes a really nice story that gives us a really strong and solid introduction to the character of Battle Beast for new readers and readers who are experienced with Invincible like myself. So if you don't have any idea of what Invincible is, even if you know the show exists and you haven't even seen an episode, or you don't know anything about Invincible, don't let that hinder you or put you off from getting Battle Beast if you think it looks cool, if you think this looks interesting, because you don't need to know anything about Invincible to enjoy Battle Beast or to wrap your head around this series. Although knowing about that or having that knowledge of the Invincible universe is going to enrich your experience with it, I think the way Kirkman goes about it is that this is a fantastic series that's going to stand on its own, along with tying in to the broader Invincible universe. It's basically what I get from especially reading his end letter here. So there's just a lot to explore in the Invincible universe, and I think Battle Beast is a character that's really interesting, and using him to explore the Invincible, using him to introduce these concepts in the Invincible universe and expand on the lore, I think is going to be a fantastic thing. The character design is absolutely fantastic. Just his motivations of just being this pure rage-induced character that wants to find someone to best him. Of course, if you read Invincible, you know how that ends up. So it's going to be interesting to see how that is accounted for. And I'm sure Kirkman's going to find some very classic comic book way to do that. But this is a really strong start to a ongoing series for Battle Beast. And of course, I think this slots in really well with the tone of Invincible. So if you liked Invincible, you're going to like Battle Beast. And if you don't know anything about Invincible, you pick up Battle Beast, you're definitely going to like Invincible. So I would recommend Invincible if you like Battle Beast. But that is really all I have for this review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Joker is out. Thank you for stopping by the Velvet Room. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can keep up with Velvet Room Publishing, and go to velvetroompublishing.com if you want to go even deeper into the Velvet Room.